What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, back with another action figure review. The all-new 5-pack bundle, the Superpowers Gold Label McFarlane figures for the all-new Superman movie. Very, very exciting to dive into this video. You guys, this set is massive. The box is like at least 24 inches wide, 8 inches tall. So if you're collecting this to keep in the box, you're definitely going to need some serious shelf space. Or you can even make this the backdrop for your shelf. I mean, it's that big. So very cool, very exciting. The presentation is very nice. The box art for the characters on the back is really cool. On the top side, it just says 5-pack bundle. And then on the bottom side, there's the UPC if you need it. I got this one from Canada. It's like an EB Games exclusive up there. Here, I think it's supposed to be a Walmart exclusive and a McFarlane store exclusive. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting on my pre-order from McFarlane for like the first 4 figures. I still haven't got it, and I don't know why, but these are hitting shelves. Finally, I was able to grab mine, so I encourage you to do the same. When we open it up on the inside, it's just some Velcro flaps, and then boom, it's open. And so this is it. We got 5 figures, and it looks like they're all individually carded. And then there's like the Kryptonian stuff, the fortress. So over on this side, we have, it looks like the inside of the fortress, and there's like Superman's workstation, I think. Very, very interesting art. Looks really nice. And then on the other side, we've got, it looks like the outside of the fortress. So probably like when Superman is flying in, that's what it looks like from the outside. That's what I'm guessing. Our figures look very nice overall. If I were to redo it, I'd put Superman in the middle for sure, but overall it does look very nice. Really, really cool set. We're going to get these guys out of this packaging. Let's see how that goes. So it looks like there's this yellow tray on the inside, even though the figures are single carded. And we just pull out that tray, and boom, there drops figure number 1. So that is cool. And we'll continue to pull the tray, and there drops figure number 2. Very nice. And then we'll pull the tray again, and there drops figure number 3. Very nice. And here comes... Oh, I think it's stuck. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There's 4 and 5. With this yellow tray, you could definitely put any figures you want in here to put on display. You just start from the right, and then they will stack all the way to the left. So that's pretty sweet. So some of my carded Superman are kind of hard to get to right now. I opted for a Super Friends style display. So that way you can kind of see how that looks. Apologies for all the glare, but yes, it's definitely doable. You can put whoever you want inside this packaging, and it looks great. Definitely an awesome way to display your carded figures if you want to. It does no damage to the card back or anything as long as you're careful, and it looks great. Next up, taking a look at our figures on their individual cards. Here is Superman. And on the back side, we can see the other 60 figures. That is very impressive. And the UPC is down there as well. Superman looks fantastic. Definitely a great one to have. I got an extra one to keep on card. I found one solo Superman at Target by himself. So very thankful for that. He presents very nicely on his card. The UPC for Superman if you need it. Next, Mr. Terrific. Very cool to finally have this one, to put him in the T-Sphere and to see how that's going to go. Very cool figure overall. I really, really do like this presentation for him. I think the white suit definitely lends itself best to Mr. Terrific. The UPC for Mr. Terrific if you need it. Next, Gardner. It will be very interesting to see this one with his comic book counterpart. He also presents very nicely in the packaging, and I'm really happy to have this guy. Overall, he looks great. I wish his costume had a little bit more green in it, but that is the comic book accuracy in me screaming as a nerd. But overall, it does look good. The UPC for Gardner, if you need it, there it is. Next, taking a look at Ultraman. This one displays very nicely on his card. Very mysterious character. It will be very interesting to see his costume design compared to Spin Masters and McFarlane's, to see if there's any differentiation on this figure versus, you know, the other ones that have come out. So can't wait to do that. Overall, he does look good. The UPC for Ultraman, if you need it, there it is. And last but not least, taking a look at Metamorpho. He's going to look really good with the Spin Master Baby Joey. Very excited to see him next to his comic book counterpart as well. It's going to be very, very interesting. He does present very nicely on his card. The colors are not so bright like the comic book version, but it does look really good. And there is the UPC if you need it for Metamorpho. And here's a look at the back of the card with all of the other characters. We are up to 60. That is very impressive. The card also has the T-Sphere and the Fortress of Solitude down there as well. So that is very cool to see. All right, we got our figures out of the packaging. They look fantastic. They present very nicely. None of them had any accessories with the exception of Superman's cape. But overall, they do look very, very nice. There's Superman, very classic, but all new. Mr. Terrific for the first time. Ultraman for the first time. Guy Gardner for the second time. And Metamorpho for the second time in the Superpowers line. Let's dive on in and take a closer look. First up, taking a look at Superman. Everything that we've come to know about the Superpowers line from McFarlane. And here is very interesting. Our first movie figures. We didn't get movie McFarlane Superpowers figs for any of the other DC movies. This is the first time. And honestly, it looks really good. I really like this approach, and I hope we get more movie figs in the future that are superpowers related. Superman looks phenomenal. He doesn't look perfect, like, not like totally like a movie figure, but for a simple standard 7 POA, he looks great. The face sculpt, does it look like David Cornsweet? Not really, but does it look like a comic book Superman? Yes. Sorry for the weird autofocus there, but yeah, you can kind of see how he looks. It's not too bad. The cape's a nice touch. The cape also looks really, really good. Let me try to focus back in there. There we go. Yeah, so simple, soft cloth goods cape. And looks very nice. We got our logo on the back. Standard 7 POA for Superman. He looks fantastic. Next up, taking a look at Guy Gardner. This guy looks fantastic. Really, really well done. Very interesting design choice for this character. It's everything that we've come to know and expect from this suit, though, based on all the other figures and what we've seen in the trailer so far. He's got the Justice Gang emblem up there, and then the Green Lantern logo on his belt and on his arm, or shoulder, I should say. But yeah, it looks really nice overall. Unfortunately, the ring, though, is not sculpted. It is just some green paint, like all the Justice League Unlimited stuff and older Mattel stuff that we're used to. Really trying to focus in on that hand for you so you can see. Yeah, it's not even sculpted. Like it's just a green stripe of paint. So that's unfortunate, but the overall look of the figure is nice. Try to focus in there again. There we go. Cool. So overall, really, really nice figure. He's also got a standard 7 POA. The jacket, I want to say, is like softer rubber. It is. But it's not that posable. So definitely, like, there's no getting around it. It just is what it is. Could you take it off? Sure. Would it be a lot of work and you'd break it? Absolutely. But he's got a standard 7 POA. The jacket doesn't get in the way of the arms, so that is nice. Doesn't get in the way of the legs either, so that is good. And all in all, this guy looks fantastic. Very happy to have Guy Gardner. I will say mine does have this like leaning forward thing, so you got to be careful. I'm sure he'll want to fall over many times. Just got to be careful. Next up, taking a look at Metamorpho. This guy looks fantastic. Definitely a lot of reminders for me of the comic book version of Metamorpho, the earlier figure we got in the Superpowers line. Not a ton of detail, unfortunately. I mean, it's there. You'll see it when you're looking for it, but overall, like the paintwork and everything on this guy is basically like as simple as it could be. And I mean, that is what Superpowers is. Like it's very simple. So let me go in a little bit closer, show you some of this on his face. So that way you can see. There we go. Cool. So yeah, he's got a whole bunch of swirls on his face and on the top of his head. Tons of swirls. Very interesting. Got some scales on the purple side. Totally flat on the orange side, no texture. We got his boxing shorts. And then on this side, we've got, kind of looks like clay, even though it's supposed to be ice. So you can kind of see that. And then on this other side, it's like, kind of looks like wood, even though it's probably supposed to be, I don't know what. I guess vines with wood. I apologize for that. Trying to work on my autofocus. So, moving in the head, side to side, pretty standard. In the arms, same thing, even though the sculpt's different on both sides. And for the legs, same thing. So we've got 7 POA. 2 for the knees, 2 for the legs, 2 for the arms, 1 for the head. Very nice, not bad. Overall, good presentation. I do like this figure a lot. He's a bigger, bulkier figure, so he'll definitely stand out on your shelf. Next, Mr. Terrific, Michael Holt. Very cool looking figure. I really like the way that this one came out. I'm very excited to put him in the T-Sphere. I think that would be great. And overall, I really like the look, design, and feel for this guy. He's one of those that you can just add in with the rest of your team, your comic book figures. He's going to fit in so nicely. I'm really happy to have this guy. We've got Fair Play on his arms. This one, unfortunately, on this side, focus there for you. The P in play is slashed, which I really am not a fan of. On this side, though, it did come out good, so that's nice. On the back side, it says Terrific, and that looks good. So I guess it's just hit and miss, quality control and such, but overall, he does look really, really good. Really happy to have this guy. Standard articulation, and it's the exact same body as Guy Gardner. So keep that in mind. The only difference, of course, the head sculpt and the belt. And he does have the T-belt right there. So that is nice. 7 POA, and he looks fantastic. Very happy to have Mr. Terrific. And next, the mysterious Ultraman. This figure is really bland. Like, there's basically nothing. Like, there's like nothing going on with this guy. I want to tell you he's got Superman arms, like comic book Superman arms, and maybe comic book Superman legs, because I can kind of see like the trunks right there. And maybe it's a comic book Superman chest, or it's the movie Superman chest. Maybe they're the same. It's really hard to tell. We'll do some comparisons in a little bit. The head sculpt, definitely new. The belt, definitely new. So, very, very interesting. Very bland. The U is a nice metallic color. The belt is a nice metallic color. So, that's cool. Overall, I feel like they could have put more design into this, or given us like a better, newer sculpt. But it is what it is, honestly, at the end of the day. And I'm just happy that at least we got it. Do I wish it was Hawkgirl over Ultraman? Absolutely. Let's hope. Let's hope for a wave 2 of Superman movie figs. Hawkgirl would be so cool to have. But I won't hold my breath. At least we got something. At least we got, some new movie figures and a new wave of superpowers. So that's awesome. 7 POA for Ultraman. And overall, he looks great. Alright, first up for a comparison, here's our new figures in the Superpowers Fortress of Solitude. They don't look too bad. I've got Mr. Terrific next to his T-Sphere. Superman sitting in his chair. That's our Spin Master baby Joey and Crypto. They fit in nicely. Our Imaginext Kaiju. And overall, these guys look really nice. If you're going to put them together on a shelf for display, they look great. Next up, we're going to put Mr. Terrific in the T-Craft. We'll see just how difficult that's actually going to be. Hopefully not too bad. It is definitely the smallest vehicle we've gotten to date. Trying to put him in there, so it's not too bad. I think I'm going to push him back a little bit further. You basically got to get his back flush with the back of the vehicle, and his legs flush with this, like, thing that's supposed to keep his legs together. It looks like a upside down 3 or something. So, not too bad. Wish I could get some better lighting in there for you. I will try. And some better focus. That way you can see what's going on in there. Hard to tell. I mean, it's not too bad. I wish it was better, but overall, I mean, it does its job, right? Unfortunately, we know that this is a big vehicle with multiple seats in the movie, or at least we think we know. But who knows? Maybe there's like a smaller vehicle or a pod or something that detaches from the main vehicle. Either way, cool to have this one for sure. Let me get in close there so you guys can see a little bit better. There you go. There's Mr. Terrific in his T-Craft. Not too bad overall. A little bit of an awkward pose. I wish he had like an actual seat and he could bend his knees. That would be like a million times better. But hey, I'll take what I can get. All right, first up for a Superman comparison, we've got Justice Lord Superman, Bizarro, Classic Superman, the original Kenner Superman, and the Flesher Superman on the far right. So overall, they look really good with our new Superman figure. I think they look fantastic together. As far as reuse goes, it looks like it is the arms, the chest, and the upper half of the legs. So very smart, very particular by McFarlane. The bottom legs, bottom half legs different. The belt, of course, is different. And the head sculpt's different. And the cape is different. This new one is shorter. So very, very interesting. Next up for an Ultraman comparison, here he is with Justice Lord, Superman, Bizarro, Riddler, the Max Flesher Superman, and Kenner Lex Luthor from the original Superpowers. Very interesting for this guy. It looks like his bottom half is going to be that Nightwing Riddler portion, so his legs definitely match up very nicely with the Riddler. So yeah, same body that they used on Nightwing. So that's his bottom half for the legs. And then the upper portion of this guy is definitely comic book Superman. We can see that in the arms and in the chest. So that is very, very interesting. So really the only new things that we got on this figure is the belt and the head sculpt. Other than that, very interesting, and he'll fit in great with the rest of your figures. All right, next for a Green Lantern comparison, we got quite a few here. Sinestro, Toy Biz, Hal Jordan, McFarlane, John Stewart, McFarlane, Guy Gardner, the comic book version, and then over on the right, we have the McFarlane, Hal Jordan, the original Kenner, Hal Jordan, the McFarlane, Alan Scott, and the McFarlane Kilowog. As far as I'm aware, this is all the Green Lanterns, so very cool. Very happy to have the new Guy Gardner in the collection with these guys. You can see just how good he looks next to his comic book counterpart. I was not able to figure out where the reuse is on this new figure, so if you know where it is, let me know in the comments below. I thought maybe the legs belong to the Atom. They don't. I thought maybe the legs belong to the Flash. They don't. So, yeah, very cool, though. Okay, I take back what I just said a moment ago. I think the reuse is there. I think it's the arms, like the slender arms for Atom and the Flash. Those are the same arms used on Terrific and Green Lantern. And then the legs it's gotta be the Flash legs, not the Atom legs, because those are different. I think the Atom legs are Robin legs. But for sure, Flash has the same legs as Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, and Mr. Terrific. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you think. I think these legs are the same, and I think they all have the same arms. So very, very interesting. Overall, nice to have these guys. All right, and next for a Metamorpho and Mr. Terrific comparison. Got a bunch of figures here. I got the new McFarlane Wonder Woman, the old Kenner Hawkman, the McFarlane Green Lantern John Stewart. I've got the previous Metamorpho here from McFarlane. And then over on the right, we've got the Dark Knight Returns Batman, the Flash, both those by McFarlane. Got the original Kenner Aquaman, and then the McFarlane Atom. These guys look really good together side by side. Very cool to see Mr. Terrific just kind of fit in, blend in nicely with other Superpowers figures, so that's great. For Metamorpho, it is the top half of this guy that is reused completely. The buck and the arms, left and right. Definite complete reuse. The legs look like they are brand new sculpts, so that is very nice. Same thing with the head sculpt. And then, of course, the belt piece around the trunks. So very cool. Those are different. So very nice overall. They look really cool side by side, comic book and movie Metamorpho. Overall, these guys fit in very nicely together. And next, here's a comparison between our new figures from Superpowers and our 6-inch figures from Spin Masters. So Very cool to see these guys side by side. The superpowers are like 4.5 inches, so very cool, very interesting to see them here next to the Spin Masters. They look really good. Looks like everything is in line, and they followed suit with exactly how these costumes should be looking. So very cool to see them translated um, from different styles across different companies. Very, very cool. Overall, really, really happy to have these guys. I think they fit in great together. On a Superman shelf, these guys will look great. And next, here's a look at all of these figures in several different scales. 3-inch Spin Master, 4.5-inch Superpowers, 6-inch Spin Master, 7-inch McFarlane, and 12-inch Spin Master. So very, very cool to see these guys. I'll go in closer there to show you the similarities and the differences in these. They look really, really cool overall, and I'm really happy to have them. Of course, I wish they would make like every figure in every size. I don't know why they don't. Superman is the only one that does have a figure in every size right now. I do finally have the Platinum Mr. Terrific, so he kind of counts too as one of every figure in every size. So that would be very interesting to see. We'll review that Mr. Terrific soon, but for now, these guys look great together. All right, you guys, that about does it for this review. The Superpower Superman movie figures by McFarlane. They retail for about $10 a piece, or like 50 to 55 bucks for the 5 pack. Very cool, very interesting to find these guys. I'll leave the links to whatever I can find below. I think these figures are finally available at GameStop, at least online on their site anyway. And then there's a DPCI to hunt for them at Target as well. Have not seen anything for these guys at Walmart. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're going to pick up or pass on these, what you're finding online and in your local areas. I'd love to hear from you. I thought these were great figures. I'm a big Superpowers fan, so really happy to have a new wave of figures in the collection. I think the only thing we're missing at this point is robot number 4, which comes with a deluxe Fortress of Solitude playset. So who knows when that will ship from McFarlane. I think that's the only way to get it so far, but I am very excited for that robot number 4. You guys, the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and all support on the channel has been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, each and every one of you. As I find more new, cool, and awesome stuff, I'll be sure to bring it to you right here. Once again, I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching.